Okay, so with cleaning my daily being one of my most popular videos to date, and the second one going down fairly well as well, and the responses I got from it was, can you do an interior one? So I made an interior one. Here I'm going to show you what goes into cleaning the interior on a bi-weekly process on the Audi TT after I've completed the maintenance, which you saw in the episode before. And as this series, I think I'm gonna turn it into, instead of a part 1, part 2, I'm gonna probably turn it into a bit of a series and just keep you updated with the video, the projects and the parts that I'm cleaning and doing on the Audi TT as I'm going along. Seems to be going fairly well. So on with the cleaning. I always start, as you've seen, with the boot. Mentally, it's just how I do it, whether you think it's right or it's wrong, or you should do it this way, or start at the top. Me, I just start at the back. The boot's the part of the car I hate cleaning. It's always grimy, it's always grubby, it's got plastic in awkward places, so I always start with a boot. Really, all I need to clean the TT boot is my George vacuum. This is a wet vac, but I use it for dry as well. This is my go-to vacuum with a long reach crevice tool on it, and all I do is just set to work on it. The TT floor is in the boot is not really to my likings, but it's what it comes with, so you got to deal with it. It's kind of a very smooth textured carpet. There's no real pile to it. Really horrible for staining. There's quite a lot of stains on it, but the TT gets used and abused, so I'm not overly fussed at the moment. Other than that, it's kind of just set to it with a vacuum and just keep on top of this loose debris that seems to collect in there week in and week out, and that's about it for the boot. So with the hoovering now done in the boot, I get my luggage holder, net, cargo net, whatever you want to call it, piece, put it back into the boot. Super useful actually in this Audi, and I'd probably look to get in another one, whatever car I replace the Audi with. Just handy for tying bits and pieces down in your boot, because with such a large boot, things always get sliding around. And then after that's done, it's onto the glass. The glass is, as the exterior at the moment, is tackled with some auto finesse crystal and a glass cleaning low pile microfibre cloth. Always swapping around my glass cloth. I never settle, but I've got about 10 of them, so I just keep going back to them because I feel like I have to use them. Liberally spray on my crystal and then just set to work with a cloth. Nothing too special. I'm sure you know how to clean glass by now. And if you don't, let me know, I'll make a video. So that boot now done is kind of now onto the main cabin of the car. Kind of doesn't get overly grimy because it's cleaned weekly. A bit like the boot, just loose debris that just needs picking up with 1 or 2 odds and sods stain wise in the carpet or on the seats. Nothing dramatic. First job, as always, remove the carpet from the car, and once that's out, I grab a bottle of Total from Auto Finesse and then go with an interior sort of microfibre, just a plain white workhorse microfibre towel from Auto Finesse. I like them when they're white because it shows up all the stains and bits of, just like a little bit of satisfaction you get from using a white towel. Silly, really, but that's just how I do it. On here I had a couple of little scuffs on the door card getting in and out and bits and pieces like that. A couple of little just surface imperfections. So Total's perfect for this. Keeps on top of my interior plastics, doesn't leave anything behind, which is what I like. I like that OE clean finish. And then once the door card's done with the Total, grab the cloth, respray it on the cloth, not on the dashboard, and then hit the dashboard. I try not to spray on the dashboard because you don't want it going on the glass and the air vents and all the little cracks and crevices. So if I try and keep it on the cloth, just a cleaner way to work. But Total is a great interior product, and probably one that you should have if you don't have one already. Benefit with spraying Total onto my cloth beforehand and not saturating the cloth means I can get into some of the delicate areas on the TT. As you've seen, I do the stereo surround with it, I do the little dials and gauges and digital displays and readouts, and where it's not saturating it, it's as good as gold to use on it, and you don't really need anything else if you're keeping on top of it weekly with a bit of Total. It's all you really need. So with the driver's side door card done, the dashboard and the center console done, I move to the left hand side of the car and then get that last door card done. And that means that all of my plastic, all of my hard surfaces, everything like that doesn't get too grimy, just a little bit dusty and a little bit of pieces like that, they're now done. So once this door card's done with Total, finished, ready to move on to seats and carpets and glass and other bits and pieces. Again, it might not be the way you work, and you might do it side by side, and you might move from top, whatever. Just how I do, just how it works for me. Just as I thought I was finished with the Total, I completely forgot. There's a really minor stain on the driver's side seat. Not too sure how I got it there or what it was, but I needed something slightly more aggressive than I had leather cleaner on it. So I grabbed the Total and a Swissvax leather cleaning brush, set to work on it, and as I thought, it came out really easy. Again, the seats are kept on top of week by week, so any stains that do come on are usually pretty easy to remove, like I've done here. Time to grab the George vacuum with the crevice tool and extension to the front of the car and set to work on the loose debris in the footwell. Now, unlike the boot carpet, I love the carpet in the cockpit of the TT. It's this really sort of twist over, short piled, quite dense, thick carpet that stuff doesn't really seem to ingrain in and just sort of sits on the surface. So it's perfect for hoovering. Really like it. And obviously the crevice tool is great because you get down the side of the seats, both sides. It's easy, it's thin to work with. If you need to get in the little cracks of your leather seats or in your fabric seats, it's straight there. It's kind of that versatile nozzle that it's really my go-to on the hoover. Sometimes I use the brush attachment as well, which has got the little bristles. This is great for things like the dash surrounds and little air vents and bits and pieces like that. But really, the crevice tool is my main used piece in the interior. So with that said, grab some Verso and an older detailing brush and a microfiber to clean up the pedals. Something I try to keep on top of. I don't do it every week, but for the sake of the video, I thought I'll show you how I do it, why I do it, where I do it. So just get the old microfiber and lay it under the carpet, and then saturate each pedal with some water Finesse Verso. These are metal pedals, so they're pretty easy to keep clean. Saying that side of the plastics is nothing too difficult. Bit of Verso and an older detailing brush. This is a Valet Pro 1-inch brush, I think, but the bristles have got really short, so it's quite good for this. Get in there, get stuck in, good agitation, dirt comes off real easy and just keeps them clean. And then just the same with the footrest as well. I put the microfiber underneath everything, so if you do get any dirty drips, you can be assured that that's not going to soak into your carpet. And once you're done, you grab the microfiber and then you can give them a dry straight away. Or alternatively, if you've got a George, you can come back in with the George and just hoover it up, because it's a wet vac. It's no real dramas. With the footwell of the driver's side now done, it's time to tackle the mat. Again, nothing crazy, nothing bad, nothing terrible, just loose debris. You can see a little bit better on this shot, the nap and the sort of the pile of that carpet that I was talking about. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really good because everything just sits on top of it. So nothing much here needed. Every now and again, maybe I'll get a little bit of Verso and clean them up, like on the one in the passenger footwell. You'll now see a little bit of muddy water got in there, and then same on the headrest. Strangely enough, I had to move a mop, and this is where I decided to put it. What an idiot, I know, but nothing to worry about. A little bit of Verso and I'm sure this will all come out. A little side note with this car is the knee rests you see around the gear stick. They collect loads of little bits of grime, and I think there's some polystyrene and bits and pieces like that tucked in between them knee rests and that gear stick at the moment. So that's definitely the next episode, getting them off and cleaning behind them, getting them little details done, because it's all about those little details that take your interior to the next level. But for the moment, just cleaned off that footwell. Again, nothing crazy, loose debris, a little bit of total just to nick that stain out of that headrest. Like I say, keep on top of them now, and it's no bother in the future. While I was there, also, just while I got a bit of cleaner on the cloth, just take a bit of cleaner and wipe down that leather seat just to take that shine off it. The seats have seen 80,000 miles worth of use and abuse, but I don't know, just something to keep your mind sane, I guess. But same with the other foot mat. Take the George and the crevice tool, just get away all that loose dirt and grime before tackling any little spot stains that you might need to nick out with your Verso. So that done, trying to grab a little bit of Verso and get that stain out that I said about earlier that I got in with a mop. Not great, I know, but what can you do? It's a daily driver. With Verso sprayed on the area quite liberally, I took a soft carpet brush. I knew nothing wasn't dramatically needed here, because I knew what the stain was, knew how it was, why it was there, how it got there. It wasn't severe. So a soft carpet brush and some Verso mixed down to about 8 to 1, 7 to 1, I think it was. and the stain come right out. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a cold day, so it didn't dry immediately. I took it up with a wet vac, hit it back with the microfiber, but you'll probably be able to see in the, I shouldn't really be telling you this, but in the finishing shots you'll be able to see where that stain was and where the carpet was slightly damp. Hence why I'm wearing my favourite Auto Finesse hoodie in this episode with a hood up, because it was pretty cold. There we go, like I said, you can see that damp patch on that carpet, but what I've done there is I've worked a larger area than I needed to, just so this like small spot wasn't getting cleaned. It's kind of blended it in a little bit, kind of like when I machine polish. I don't machine polish one area, I spread it out just to try and blend it with what's already there. Once all my carpet, upholstery, leather, dashboard, hard plastics, all of that's done, it's onto the glass and the glass cleaning. Again, crystal glass cleaning cloth, nothing crazy in terms of magic wizardry here. I don't know, it's just glass cleaning. It's pretty boring to me. So with everything now done in the interior, and I'm happy with the way it stands and the way it sits and that, now comes the most crucial job of all. Picking out that next air freshener, what you're going to live with for the next week. Do I go Tutti Frutti, lemon, coconut, pear drops, Tutti Frutti, midnight oil, I think that one was, strawberry laces, lemon. That'll do me for the week. And if you haven't got yourself some of these Auto Finesse Sweet Shop air fresheners yet, oh boy, you got to get on them. They're killing it. I love those guys. Obviously, I keep them in a sealed bag because I just think that it makes them smell a bit better for a bit longer. I don't know whether it does or not, and it's just a neat way of keeping them. But yeah, it's just what I do again. Here, with these air fresheners, I always hang them from my rearview mirror. I know of people that have hung different air fresheners from like indicator stalks and bits and pieces like that, and then they like moan that their plastic's been stained and bits and pieces like that. But it's like, on the packet it does say caution, hang freely. So put it around your rearview mirror. It's a little bit of advertisement as well, obviously, for the manufacturers that you're using, and I'm all for supporting Auto Finesse. I love what they're doing and I love what they do. So, and ironically, a yellow Ocado lorry drives past. It's kind of perfect, I guess. But on to some pretty interior shots now, just to finish up. But thanks for watching. Hopefully you're kind of now enjoying this, what I'm gonna hope to be will be a series. As always, stay tuned for more detail and goodness, and thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, share, like, subscribe and all of that good stuff for more detail and videos in the near future. Cheers guys.